Welcome to Switcher Chats, music interviews brought to you by Music Matters with Darrell Craig Harris and Music Tribes Unite.
Mr. Lordi from Finland, how are you today?
I am very good. Hello. How are you?
Hello. You're quite impressive with your, is that your everyday wear that you're wearing?
Unfortunately, it's not.
Okay, I see.
I don't make myself pretty at home, for example, you know.
Ah. And what's it like doing a show with your outfit and your costume? Is it hot? Is it fun? Is it?
It is hot for me. It's normal because I don't know any other way. You know.
Ah.
I do not know how it would be without it. You know.
Yeah. Awesome. And you actually do all this yourself, right? You do. Yeah, that's amazing. Awesome.
Well, I used to earn my living as a SFX makeup artist, so. Yeah.
Ah, okay. I didn't know that. Awesome. Yeah, because the costumes too are amazing. You do amazing work. I think so. We're going to talk about today. You have a new record release coming out this Friday, and it's not just one record. It's actually 7. So tell me about that. Like when. So how did you get the idea to do all these records at the same time?
Actually, I wanted to do 10, but
wow.
the record label said that that's insanity. You know, but for some reason 7 was fine for them, and 10 is insanity. So now we know the official number. It's either 8 or 9. That is like the turning point from craziness.
That's going over the edge, right?
That's where it is. Well, the idea just actually came from the previous album, which is only one album, which was a fictional compilation album, like with the play of like playing the idea of what if Lordi has been existing already from the mid-70s.
Okay.
A fictional compilation album from a fictional back catalog of a fictional history that never was, you know. So that's
Okay.
where it started, and then when we just released that album in, I think it was January 2020, and we went on tour, and we only got to halfway of the tour, like 1 month of the European tour, when Corona, you know,
right.
cut it short. And within 1 week, I already realized, you know, after I was home, that we kind of have to start writing a new album, because I mean, this is not going to go anywhere anytime soon. And since I'm a fucking prophet and oracle, so I knew, you know, and it scares the shit out of me how right I was.
Yeah.
And I was so much into the whole writing in different styles at that time. So the idea of writing an average, normal, standard Lordi album was not appealing to me at all. So and also, like any like part 2, we could have easily done like Collection Volume 2 or something. That is also always lame. So I thought that, you know, what could top the idea of a fictional compilation album? Well, obviously, fictional back catalog.
That's great.
That's how it came about.
Yeah, and you actually, because you have a part of, so one of the records is actually kind of disco oriented, which is fun, right?
Full on disco, yes.
Yeah, that's cool. And I you know what's great about your records is that, I guess, what would you say? Is it like hard rock or metal? I don't know. How would you categorize?
There's different genres there. They're all in different genres. So, well, basically, like loosely under the umbrella of rock. Basically, well, disco isn't. Well, depends on how you look at it, but well, let's say popular music or whatever.
Yeah.
So there's like 75 album, which is like mid-70s hard rock, like the first 3 Kiss albums, or Alice Cooper,
right,
ACD, stuff like that. Then there's the disco album, which is like full on Earth, Wind and Fire, on a summer, Bee Gees kind of stuff.
I can't wait to hear that. I've heard a couple of cuts because I got some pre-release, and I love what you guys do, because it's like kind of like rock and pop. There's definitely some Kiss and inspiration. Was that a big inspiration for you guys when you got started?
Always. Without Kiss, there wouldn't be Lordi. That's for sure. You know?
Yeah. It's amazing. Well, actually, you know what's funny is Gene Simmons is now my neighbor. He lives up the street from me.
Really?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, Las Vegas. It's kind of funny. I've been seeing him. We go to the same coffee shop. So hopefully I'll run into him. Awesome. So with this record, are you going to try to tour? Obviously, things are just starting to pick up again. I know you guys actually are always on the road. What's your tour plans coming up?
Well, next spring we are supposed to, if it, because I know that in the States everybody's already touring. In
Right,
Europe,
yeah.
not so much. I mean, the situation here is a little bit more on hold because the people are stupid. You can never underestimate the stupidity of people. The people are fucking right against vaccination shit and stuff like that. And in different countries, the different countries in Europe are like different states in the States. So in different countries you have different rules, different restrictions, different laws, different governments, different.
Yeah. It makes it really hard to put a whole tour together when you got to go through different countries.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, we should be touring the whole next year basically. Including festivals and stuff and everything. But to be honest, I don't know what's going to happen. Nobody knows because it's like it seems to be like you have, if you're lucky, you have like 1 week buffer zone if you're lucky, right. But in some countries it's only 4 days when something can be canceled in the last moment. So right. I wouldn't, to be realistic about it, I wouldn't be so sure that there's going to be any touring in Europe anytime soon because it depends on people and in different countries and different governments, different restrictions, different this, different that.
Yeah. So what do you during COVID? So you mainly for COVID, you actually that time period you used it for like really creative. You stayed creative. You kept writing and coming up with ideas. That's kind of how you've always been, right? You're always kind of moving and doing stuff.
I am insanely productive and insanely creative person. I am.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. And I should mention too, so our friend, I actually have a high school friend that lives in Finland. He works with a lot of artists in Finland, helps with lyrics and singing in English and all that kind of thing. So my friend Tracy Lipp is how we actually met.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So go ahead. Sorry.
Tracy is one of my very, very closest friends. And, even though I'm a Star Wars fan and he's a Trekkie.
There's a little bit of a battle there, right?
But, I mean, he's been with us or with me since our first album. He was hired there to correct my pronunciation on the first album, and then after that, I mean, we clicked, and I would not go to a singing booth without him. I mean, that's my condition to do anything. I need to have him. I mean, awesome. He's my like. I trust what he says, and he knows. We already know each other so well that he knows what I can do and can I do it better and stuff like that. And his years, for a guy like me who's not a native English speaking person, my mother tongue is Finnish, so there are a lot of like different sounds and like vowels especially that I cannot hear the difference. But the same thing with Tracy when he speaks Finnish nowadays, pretty well, but he cannot hear different, little nuances and different words and different.
It's different when you grow up with the language. It's different, right?
Right. Yeah. And so I mean, and me and Tracy now for the past 10 years or more, we co-write all the lyrics together.
Awesome.
But the funny thing is that you would not think that he is the one who has the sickest mind when we are writing.
Well, I know he's pretty sick. I've known it for a long time.
Yeah, well, you would know. But if you look at me, you would think that okay, that poor guy, that nice looking little dude, he must be struggling with that, big fat fucking hairy dude. But it's the other way around. He is the one who comes up with the sickest, storylines for the lyrics and stuff. And I'm usually the one who has to like calm him down. That no, okay, that's a bit too much. No, let's beep, beep, beep. Let's back up.
Yeah. You guys. I know he's actually been in some of your music videos, and you guys actually have some epic music videos. I love those. I love seeing those every time they come out. What's the process for the music videos? Does that take a long time for you, or how does that work?
Well, of course, music video process is a music video process. I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't know what to tell you.
It's kind of like your music videos are kind of like little. I wouldn't say horror films, but they have kind of like that element to them.
Yeah, they have a feel to it. I mean, of course. I mean, our it's been 20 years now, so there's quite a few music videos, and they're somewhat different to each other, and I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I think they're just music videos.
Yeah, and you get to play with the makeup and the looks. It's super fun. When you guys are songwriting, what's your songwriting process? Is it I know you get together with Tracy for the lyrics, but for the riffs, or you have a lot of killer riffs. Is that with your guitar player, or how does that work?
I usually write with either guitar or keyboards. That's how I write, and I write like 99% of the stuff that we have. Yeah. Like I said, I'm very productive, very creative all the time. I write all the time, basically. And if nothing more, I write it in my head, and I just like hum it on my phone, record the ideas. And then, sometime later, I just like check it out that, okay, what ideas have I had? And then I just try to, pick up from the melodies that I've been humming there, just like, okay, let's go. And many times I get the full song in my head. It's like radio playing in my head, and then I just have to try to pick up the chords and where does it go. That's how I usually write.
Yeah, so like the melodies come to you first, then you kind of yeah, that's awesome. So when you guys let's see, so you have the tour stuff in the works and all that kind of thing. What's your advice for young musicians, people that want to put together a rock band? What's some of the things that you've learned?
I would say that to just do your own stuff and trust in yourself, because nobody else would will trust in you and in your idea if you won't. Don't change your style or change your stuff because of somebody tells you to. Don't do that.
Okay.
I mean, you should, even though I haven't, and we as a band, we have never been shy about our influence as well. Kiss, Twisted Sister, Alice Cooper, that's what we're doing. But we're doing our own version. It's not copying that. It's not like we're not doing our I don't think
kind of like inspired by it, right?
Yeah, it's more like inspiration where you got so don't worry about it if you're writing something that somebody might tell you, oh, you're just copying this or that. Fuck that shit. You just do because it's still your own material, and it might be, like I said, inspired by somebody else, because all music is inspired by somebody else. All the artists on any genre are somehow influenced by their own idols and, stuff like that. Every musician nowadays, every artist nowadays is somehow an outcome of your own musical taste and your own, influenced by your own idols. That's how you get the mix of something new. So I would tell everybody who's young people that just do what you feel like doing all the time, and don't change for no one.
Yeah, that's good advice, right? Because record labels try to change you, and then they try to mold you, and you have to kind of like stick with your guns and do what you do.
And of course, there are good A&Rs and there are good labels, and they might guide you, and guidance is different than complete changing. So if they give you a little soft little pat on the butt, that's okay to guide you in the right direction. But you should be the one who decides that if it's a good direction or not, or does it feel comfortable?
What record label are you guys on?
Now we're at AFM. It's a German, basically a metal label.
Okay.
We used to be years at Sony Finland, and then Sony BMG.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. I know the metal scene in Germany, that's pretty powerful, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I know a lot of bands that's like a big part of what they do. You guys are actually really big in Asia, also in those countries.
Well, it depends on an Asian country. I think Japan is good.
Yeah. They love the rock and their metal, and they love the costume, the whole thing.
They love the luck. They love the luck.
Yeah, the look and the rock. There you go. Cool. So let's make sure everybody checks out your record. It's coming out this Friday. And I should say again, 7 records. And that I hear that might just be a world record.
That's what I've heard, that it's a world record. But then right like half an hour ago, someone told me that there's another band, I forgot the name already, just released 1 week or 2 weeks ago 9 albums.
I know. What's up with that? That's not right.
That's what I just heard. I have no idea what the band was called, but some band just released 9 albums like 2 weeks ago or a week ago. This was like literally half an hour ago when somebody, another journalist, I was doing the interview with him, and he said that this is what he.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, we're gonna have to. Maybe between now and Friday, you can get in there and do a couple more.
Yeah.
get them out the last second.
Yeah, but I wanted to do 10, like I told you. I wanted
to
do
see, they should have listened to you. That's what I say.
Yeah, I know.
next time we'll do it. Yeah. How can people find you online? What's your social media?
I have no website? Here's the thing. I don't know, because I am not on social media. I have never been on social media in my life. I have no idea. Other people who are taking care of that. I think I would say Google Lordi, and then you will find it. Lord. Yeah. That's what you do. I have never been on Facebook. I've never been on Twitter. Never been on any. What are these? Instagram.
You're probably better off for that.
And I know.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, from a guy looking like this, but I live in the real world.
I believe you. It totally makes sense to me. Awesome, man. Hey, thank you so much for joining me. It took a lot to coordinate this, and I appreciate your time. I know you're very busy.
My pleasure, absolutely.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys. Everybody check out Lordi. You can easily find them. They're on Facebook and all the usual outlets. And the record's coming out this Friday. Please check that out. It's great music, great rock and music. We didn't talk about Eurovision, but you guys also won Eurovision, which was a huge launch for you. Yeah. And I know you probably talk about that all the time, so I tried not to do that actually. But thank you so much. Have a great day in Finland.
Same to you.
Awesome. All right, great. Thanks, man.
You can follow us on all major podcast outlets at Music Matters with Darrell Craig Harris. Thanks for joining us, and catch you next time.